Hi there, my name is Sharon Harris, and I work with My Good, which was founded by Macy Gray. I am the co-executive director along with Grace Ann Blake. And as I shared with many of you, is that we had a bingo fundraiser, which was a blast. And we raised some money. We raised about $45,000 in a matter of about 3 hours, and we still have been receiving some money from it. So that's really, really awesome. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what we did. First of all, thinking about what your budget is. Your budget is really going to be critical because you don't want to overspend and you want to make sure that you're getting something, because that's the whole point of a fundraiser, right? So what I really recommend is that if you have the money in your budget, that's really, really awesome. But I really recommend that you think about a sponsor for your event, because that could make all the difference, and that could save you 5 to 10,000 or more, depending on how your event is structured. So if you're going to do a bingo event does not typically cost a lot of money to produce. Um, However, it depends on everything that you're going to have going on in your event. So that can shift. But be realistic about your budget, and again, try to see if you can find a sponsor, because a sponsor again will offset a lot of your cost and would help you guys end up with more funds to support your cause and support the organization. So for bingo itself, having a host, you can have a host, to host your bingo and call out the numbers, or you can find somebody. If you have someone in your organization that has a lot of personality, I really recommend that you just do it yourself. It's really, really easy to do. I know that there are several hosts that you can call, that are advertised online that they're doing this and doing that, but you really can do it yourself. But if you feel like you need somebody separate from your organization to do it, by all means, just go ahead and hire them to do it, but just be mindful of your budget. So your Zoom platform, if you're doing a bingo, you need to make sure that you have a robust Zoom platform, and you need to make sure that it can handle as many guests as you plan on inviting. If you're going to have breakout rooms or you're going to have a VIP area, however you're going to do it, just make sure that you have the Zoom package that is capable to handle that, and whoever is working with you is clear on all of the mechanics of switching from one screen to another, from a pre-record to a live. Do you have a live feed of music going on? That's a whole other thing. But there are a lot of technicalities that you really should have in order. Okay, so now, something that we did that I think is really important is hiring a publicist. So we hired a publicist maybe about 3-4 months ago, and it was one of the best things we ever did for this, because that publicist helped to make sure that our organization was profiled globally. First of all, the publicist also made sure that we could get in touch with some of the people that we wanted. There were some people in terms of talent that we needed, and we got them through our publicist, because that's what they do. They work with a lot of different talents. So anything from athletes to celebrities to local politicians. And a lot of the publicists work together. So I really recommend that if you're going to do an event, make sure you have a publicist, or better yet, get a publicist on your board, because that's going to be valuable to you like you wouldn't believe. That publicist could get you on network TV. That publicist could get you radio play, could get you on podcasts. So you need as much publicity. People need to hear about you. They need to know about you. Your digital marketing is really important. So if you have somebody who's handling your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, what is it? There's TikTok now. They say TikTok is really important. There's a really I was listening. There's a really great presentation on nonprofits and TikTok that If you haven't checked it out, please do. I'm sure if you do a search online, you can probably find it. But your publicity is so important and your marketing is so important because you have to figure out how people are going to be driven to you. So, speaking of which, who do you have on your board that's going to help bring people in? You can do this several kinds of ways. If you have a strong enough board and you say, okay, our goal is we're having this event and we want to have 300 people at this event, not a whole lot of people. Say you have 9 people on your board and they're assigned to bring in 10 people, right, each. And then they kind of create these ad hoc committees and you have them also bring in 10 each or whatever. You're going to get numbers that way. And yes, some people will fall off, but some people won't. So you want to think in numbers. One thing that I love to do is I belong to a gazillion pages on Facebook. I have like over probably 150 pages that I belong to, and in these groups, or I should say groups. So in these groups, some of these groups have 50,000 people, some groups have 1,000,000 people. It really varies. But within those groups, if you ask the moderator if you could post something and then say, you know what, I also am offering a discount to your group, that could be a great selling point. Um, so that could be another way for you to bring people in. But your promotion of your events, it can't just be local, local, local. It can't just go out to the same 50 people that you always approach. You have to start making new friends. Really critical. You have to start inviting new people into the sandbox to play with you. Okay. So make sure that you do that. So that's diversifying. And how diverse is your board? Make sure your board is diverse. Make sure that the people around you are diverse. This could be socially, it could be economically, it could be culturally, but you have to invite people in of all walks of life to support your cause. The bottom line is having people in that believe in what you are doing and really showing them how important your mission is. We have been sitting down and we've been redefining our mission because we're so new. We're only 4 months old. So again, we had to like sit down, really make sure that we're being very clear, make sure that we're saying where the money is going. So when somebody is donating to us, we can say $500 is going to provide mental health services for 1 month. $1,000 will help out with tuition. $2,000 can help out with medical bills or funeral expenses even. So we're very clear about how our funds are going to be used. So you have to have that menu. It really, really helps. Are you on Charity Navigator and GuideStar? Give yourself 5 points if you are. Really important to do that. Let me see. If you have something that you can auction off during an event, that can be a great way to generate more funds. I know generally if we were doing a live event, you would have a silent auction, but now you can do a live auction. If you're doing something online, you can have silent auctions online too, and you can engage different companies. Like there's Charity Buzz is one that I know of, and I know of a few more that I've worked with over the years. That have been really great in terms of bringing in items that you can auction off. So I hope that helped a bit. If you need more assistance, you can reach out to me at Sharon, Charyn, Harris, Harris, at gmail.com is that's my personal email. I would prefer if you reach out on my personal email, that's perfectly fine. I'm happy to sit down and speak with you more in depth. If you want more information, there are a lot of other moving parts, from putting together a run of show, your production schedule, having vendors if you need to purchase things. I have some vendors that I have used that have been really great. Again, I work in terms of production, as does Grace as well. So we have a wealth of information when it comes to putting these things together, but always happy to sit down and speak specifically if that is a need. So I hope that helps. And if anybody needs assistance, give me a call. Talk to you. Thank you.